Hey everybody, it's Heartless Spartan here with my 20th Monster High Toy Talk review. And for this 20th video, I get to review my favorite character of the Monster High dolls, Clawdeen Wolf, in her second core outfit with her pet wolf Crescent. I'm on spring break now, so I'm hoping to get ahead of the game and get some videos made so there aren't too many delays getting them out for you to watch. Especially with how disappointing the weather is near me, I'll be indoors quite a bit. I've also been wanting to get some videos out of other things along with continuing with Monster High. So let's get into this review, taking a look at Clawdeen and all of her cuteness. Okay, let's take a look at Clawdeen here. Now, I'll start with her backpack here. It's got this extra piece hanging here. Can't quite tell what that is. Oh, it's keychains. But this piece can come off. It unhooks very easily and just snaps back on there. I like the moon phases. The straps are kind of cool that they're like chains. And let me try to get some of the stuff out of her backpack here, because it does open up. But the way it's made on the inside, where it gets held together by those sort of like rods, it's kind of hard to put things in there because of those rods. Just pick a focus point camera, get it over with. There. Okay. Maybe it just didn't like my other hand there. Let's set her backpack over here. A bunch of stuff fell out. She actually came with this little comb. And I only just figured this out now. It's got a little paw on it. That is awesome. I like that it's shiny too. That's cute. But yeah, it's actually like a mini comb for the doll. That's adorable. I like that. Comes with a new bar. I haven't seen this before. A new snack. Howl Energy Bar. Well, this one looks different. It's only printed on one side. Then, I think kind of like how Draculaura, well, maybe not Draculaura, but is that Venus McFlytrap? Yeah. She had that Bootany journal. And Clawdeen seems to have her diary. Well, now. Honestly, didn't expect the same thing, but not surprised. But the covers are nice. The covers are unique to the characters, but then on the inside, it's just that Clawdate paper. Now, something we also got was this. She's got like a sandwich in a Ziploc baggie. And it's a solid plastic piece. And it's got this 3D effect to it. And when I first took this out of the case, I pried it open. And it turns out you're not supposed to do that because there is nothing but the paint on the inside. So I'm going to have to glue that back together later. And my camera wants to give me trouble this video. I'm still getting used to it. But I do like the 3D effect of that paint on the inside to make it look like there's a sandwich in there. She came with another like fairly plain kind of water bottle, moon phases. Little gold top, the pop pops off, or the top pops off. It's hollow on the inside. I wouldn't imagine you'd actually want to put anything in there, though. And, of course, in this set, Clawdeen comes with her pet wolf, Crescent. let's take a look at Crescent here. So this one's kind of got like the cute face with the eyes closed, which is really adorable. Little crescent moon painted over the eye. I like that it's got like this little scar on it. That's kind of cool. Gives a little bit more personality, or builds on the character a little bit. It's got a little necklace. What about its paws? No. Basic molding. Okay. I mean, it's super cute. One thing I like I like the paint on it, but one thing I don't like about it is this right here, this seam. Because you're looking at its face, and then the seam just kind of ruins part of its cheek there. I wish they could have hid that a little better. But otherwise, it's really cute. I like that crescent. Okay, Clawdeen. Alright, let's take a look at the doll. Of course, she comes with her glasses. Which I always like when they include Clawdeen with her glasses. So it was kind of hard to put these on this time and keep them on, just because they wanted to keep falling off. So I had to like tuck them into her hair, and just to keep them on. Basic glasses, no lenses. Let's take a closer look at Clawdeen. Now, just as a forewarning, when I took her out of the box, if you're going to bend the arms, take the jacket off first. Because if you bend the arms, on mine the arms were actually twisted around backwards, so if you tried to bend the arms, I almost broke the arm. So always just take the jacket off first before you try posing the doll. And to do that, you gotta take the hands off first. And then slide her kind of school track jacket off. Sports jacket. Whatever they're called. And you gotta make sure that the elbows bent inward. Because on mine, they were actually turned around this way for whatever reason. So that when I tried to bend her arm, I was bending it backwards. And I almost snapped her arm off. And then I took off her jacket, and I'm like, oh wow, those are on backwards. So let's pop her hands back on and take a look at her jacket. Then we'll take a look at the rest of the doll. I do like the monster theme that they kind of went with, like the fuzzy sleeves on this, but at the same time, I also kind of would have preferred a regular jacket sleeves, because then it looks cute, but it's really hard to like move her arms with all this fur on the sleeves. What kind of patches does she have here? Monster High. Paws, kind of like a Clawdeen themed symbol there. Little heart. Cute. I like this material, though. That looks cool. And then actually on here, there's actually little wrist cuffs hidden by the fur, too. Okay. Set her jacket down there. Let's take a look at Clawdeen here. Let's start with her makeup. She's looking really cool here. Is that blue? That looks like a very dark shade of either blue or purple. My eyes get tricked sometimes. But yeah, that looks really cool. I like that. Like it's a super dark color for once. And then she has her canine sticking out, which is really cool. The makeup around her eyes is very pretty. The gold and the purple. I like the little freckles she has. That's cute. Because, I mean, she's just a gorgeous brunette. I love it. And then if we start... What's up with her earrings? She's got a couple of cute earrings. I really like this one over here, where it's a crescent moon with a wolf howling in it. That is awesome. I like that. And it's just kind of sitting in her wolf ear, too. That's great. Okay. Now, something I really like about this one here is that she has these braids. These braids are very pretty. Do more braids on these dolls. I like it. They're going around from the front, and then they meet in like this ponytail in the back. But then her hair is super long. But the only downside to that is once it gets down here, it turns into a mess. But that is really, really long, pretty hair. With the little streaks of purple mixed in there, too. It's gorgeous. Almost, it goes all the way down to her ankles. That's some crazy long hair. But I want to see more braids. That would be super pretty. I like that style on her. And let's take a look at this top. This top is really cool. Just this tank top with the scratch marks on it. But the black was a really good choice. And then her necklace kind of pops, too, on there. I'm going to keep the rubber bands on just to keep that on there. It's that chain with the crescent moons and like a little dog tag on there. I love that top on her. It looks great. All right. Her belt has a crescent moon buckle. All extra long for style there. So Velcro snaps. Oh, you can actually tighten that up too. More Velcro. All right. Some purple leopard. What are those? Capris? Is that what those are called? A little notch in the side of it. Trying to get my camera to cooperate today. Let's take a look at her boots. Let's pop one of those off. Like, as always, I like that they always add, like, the fur around her wrists and around her ankles. I like that extra detail. Oh, and the ear tufts, too. Where the ears would be. She's got crescent moons on the straps of her boots. I'm not a super fan of these boots, though. They're all right. They work with the outfit, but I wouldn't call these, like, the best that I've seen her wear. Or any of the dolls, really, but it's got an interesting design to it. And then on the bottom, I can't tell if those are supposed to be claw marks or lightning bolts. We'll just go with claw marks because lightning bolts is Frankie's thing. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about her boots. So we'll Cinderella that back on her foot. And set her in the background. So we can get on with the montage next. However, I really like that outfit. And you can take her track jacket off. And have that awesome tank top like she's just kind of hanging out. Which looks great. Really, I am a fan of the Clawdeen dolls, and I found this one particularly pretty. I think I like her a bit more without the sports jacket on. I'm loving the braids she has in her hair, which is crazy long. Her wolf earrings get my attention too. And Crescent is just adorable. The other parts of her outfit are fitting for the character, and I do like the paw and the mini comb she came with. She comes across as this beautiful, nerdy yet sporty girl, and I like it. The only bad thing was that some of the curls in her hair did not hold up, and the length of her hair just became a mess the further down it went. Just as a reminder, don't try to pry open the sandwich bag. It's not supposed to open. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment. It's usually good to chat with folks in the comments. Feel free to check out my Facebook and DeviantArt with links in the video description. This has been Heartless Spartan. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Ugh. There's a little crescent on the sandwich. Really? I didn't notice that before. Okay.